Hello everyone, I Rachna Pant, your science teacher, is again here with a new topic through which we will be able to understand the unique feature of living beings that help them to increase the number of their species. In this slide, children, we are able to see the young ones of some animals. Let us revise their names. Baby bird is called hatchling, baby hen is called chick, baby cow is called calf, baby elephant is called calf, baby tiger is called cub, baby bear is called cub. Now children, you have one homework. You have to collect the names of young ones of some animals and write their names in your rough copy. Living things have the ability to produce more of their own kind. So the process of producing more of one's own kind by the living organisms is called reproduction. Living organism, whether it is animal, plant or human beings. You all have seen that baby of dog looks like a dog. Then the same way baby of cat looks like always cat. And the children, the word reproduction means means again, and production means the process of creating new ones. Animals reproduce in two ways. Number one, by giving birth to their young ones. Number two, by laying eggs. Children, animals that give birth to their young ones are called viviparous animals like human beings, cat, dog, etc. Animals that lay eggs are called oviparous animals like birds and some insects, etc. Animals like cow, dog, cat give birth to their young ones and produce milk to feed them. Animals which give birth to their young ones, produce milk and have hair on their body are called mammals. Most mammals are viviparous animals. That means they give birth to young ones directly. The young ones are formed inside the female body and stay inside for several weeks before they are born. Here I have mentioned, children, some of the exceptions which is found in mammals. Though we say mammals directly give birth to their young ones, but here are some exceptions which I have mentioned. Bats fly like birds, but they are mammals. Whales and dolphins are the mammals that live in water. Duck-billed platypus and spiny anteater are egg-laying mammals. As we know that animals give birth to new ones by the process of reproduction. We already know that animals reproduce in two ways. One of them is by laying eggs. Several animals like birds, reptiles, fishes, amphibians and insects reproduce by laying eggs. The eggs are kept warm by the parent animal who sits on them. Once the egg matures, the young ones breaks the eggshell and comes out. This process is called hatching. Reproduction prevents all kinds of organisms from becoming extinct. Children, extinct means the organism which you are not able to see nowadays. They are not present in the present time. So, reproduction is important to increase the number of particular species. And second is to maintain the balance between the birth rate and the death rate. Suppose one organism dies, the new individual replaces the old ones and the dying population. And the third one is it transfers the features from one generation to another generation, just like you all resemble in your behavior, in your attitude, in your particular feature from your parental generation. Structure of an egg of a bird. An egg has following parts. Number 1, eggshell. The hard covering present outside the egg is called eggshell. It does not allow anything to pass through it. Second is egg white or albumen. White jelly-like watery part present within the eggshell is called albumen. It protects the embryo or the young ones. Children, albumin is rich in proteins. That is why doctors suggest the children to take more eggs, because proteins are the body building material and children require more proteins to grow properly. Now, number 3 is yolk. The yellow inner part of the egg is called the yolk. It is rich in fats, vitamins and minerals. Yolk contains food for the growing baby or the embryo. There are some animals that lay eggs, but their young ones do not come out directly. They undergo different stages to complete their life cycle. All insects hatch from egg. Hatching, everyone knows hatching means breaking down of eggshell, and when young ones come out, that process is known as hatching. All insects like grasshoppers and cockroaches have 3 stages in their life cycle. That means directly from the egg, the young ones do not form. They undergo 3 stages in their life cycle. The baby insect that come out from the egg is called nymph. It is different from an adult cockroach. It doesn't have wings, whereas adult cockroach has wings. It sheds its old skin. This process is called molting and thus changes into an adult cockroach. The life cycle of butterfly and silkworm also shows metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is a new word for you. We'll discuss it later on. First of all, I would like to tell you about silkworm. Silkworm is an insect which provides us silk. The life cycle of butterfly has 4 stages. That means from the caterpillar to an adult stage, it passes through 4 stages. Now let us discuss about it. First of all, discuss about metamorphosis. The process of changing from an immature form to an adult form in 2 or more distinct stages is called metamorphosis. That means it undergoes several changes before it becomes an adult. This is known as metamorphosis. Now let us see how it changes from stage to stage. The young one of butterfly which hatches out from an egg is called larva or caterpillar. The caterpillar looks very different from a fully grown butterfly. The caterpillar feeds on mulberry leaves and grows rapidly. That is why it looks green in color. After some time, it stops eating and forms a covering called pupa or cocoon around itself. Later, it bursts open and then butterfly comes out. Here you can see the diagram of life cycle of butterfly. First of all, egg, then caterpillar, then cocoon or pupa, and then adult butterfly is formed. Here it passes through 4 stages and then it becomes an adult butterfly. Children, do you know the larva of housefly is called maggot? The larva of mosquito is called wriggler. And larva of frog, as you know, it is known as tadpole. Life cycle of frog. The female frog lays eggs in cluster known as spawn. When the eggs hatch, the young tadpoles come out. They swim in water and look like fish. They breathe with the help of gills. After a few weeks, the tail becomes shorter and legs starts growing. After some time, they change into young frog or froglets and then develop into adult frog. The adult frog can live both on land as well as in water, and on the land they can breathe with the help of lungs, and that is why the frog is known as amphibian because it can live both on land as well as in water. And here in their life cycle, we can see metamorphosis, that how eggs changes into tadpoles and tadpoles into froglets and froglets into adult frog. Life cycle of fish. Aquatic animals like fish lay eggs in water. When they come out of their eggs, they are very small and are known as fry. At this stage, they are being eaten by bigger fishes also. The fry grows into fingerlings, which further grows to become an adult fish. Parental care. Every living species needs care and support to grow. They need parents' support as they are very small. Now we'll discuss about mammals, how they look after their young ones. Just like our parents look after us, all the mammals look after their babies. Most of them build houses to protect their babies from their enemies, and they also hunt for their family. The mother feeds the baby with her own milk. Birds. Birds lay eggs in a nest. The mother bird sits on the eggs and warms them. The growing chicks or embryo feeds on yolk inside the egg. After a few weeks, when the baby bird is fully developed, the eggshell breaks and it comes out. This process is known as hatching. The parents' bird feed and protect the baby. Parental care of reptiles. Children, crocodiles lay eggs in shallow pits in the sandy river banks. The mother crocodile covers the eggs with sand and guards them. Once the eggs are hatched, the mother crocodile keeps them in a special pouch at the bottom of her mouth and carries them in water. This type of care is not seen in lower animals like fish, frog, lizard, and insects. They take care in laying the eggs. After that, they pay no attention to the eggs.